If you've been playing Roblox for years, you've probably seen people throwing around screenshots of massive Robux balances and saying they made thousands of dollars from the platform. Then you look at your own account. You've got a couple of badges, a few games you abandoned after 2 days, and maybe enough Robux to buy a new hat. So what's going on? Are people making money on Roblox, or is everybody exaggerating? The answer is simple. Yes, people are making real money on Roblox, but they're usually not making it the way beginners think they are. Most people picture someone creating a random game over the weekend, pressing publish, and waking up rich on Monday. That's not how this works. Roblox is a platform with millions of games competing for attention every single day. If you want to earn money, you need to understand where the money comes from, why players spend it, and what separates successful creators from everyone else. The good news is you don't need to own Roblox, you don't need a massive budget, and you definitely don't need to be a programming genius before you get started. There are multiple ways to earn money through Roblox, and some of them don't even require you to build your own game from scratch. Let's start with the biggest one, creating games. This is where the largest amount of money is made. Every popular Roblox game earns revenue through players purchasing game passes, developer products, private servers, cosmetic items, boosts, and other optional purchases. Notice the word optional. The best games don't force players to spend money. They make spending feel worthwhile. If somebody enjoys your game for an hour, buying a 10 Robux item suddenly doesn't seem like a huge decision anymore. That small purchase multiplied by thousands of players becomes real income. The mistake beginners make is creating a cash grab instead of creating a fun experience. If your first thought is, how do I make players buy Robux? You've already skipped the important part. The better question is, how do I make players want to keep playing? Retention creates revenue. Players who stay longer spend more. Players who come back every day spend even more. That's why the biggest Roblox games focus on updates, progression systems, collectibles, achievements, and social interaction. They're building habits, not one-time visits. Another way people make money is through UGC, which stands for User-Generated Content. Roblox allows approved creators to design and sell avatar accessories. If you've ever seen unique hats, backpacks, glasses, wings, or shoulder pets in the avatar shop, those were often created by community members instead of Roblox itself. Every time someone purchases one of those items, the creator receives a share of the revenue. Now, getting into the UGC program has become more accessible than it used to be, but it still takes effort to create designs people genuinely want. The successful creators aren't uploading random objects. They're paying attention to trends, colors, themes, memes, seasonal events, and what players are already wearing. Fashion exists inside Roblox, just like it exists anywhere else. If players think an accessory looks cool, they'll buy it. If it doesn't stand out, it'll disappear into thousands of other listings. Another underrated method is scripting and development work. Here's something a lot of people overlook. Not every successful Roblox developer owns a popular game. Plenty of them make excellent money working for other developers. Large Roblox studios hire scripters, builders, UI designers, animators, modelers, sound designers, thumbnail artists, logo designers, and community managers. Some developers earn thousands of dollars simply because they're good at one specific skill. If you know Lua, Roblox's scripting language, you're already more valuable than you might think. Instead of spending months hoping your own game becomes successful, you can join a development team and get paid for your contribution. Speaking of building, map creators are constantly in demand. Every simulator, roleplay game, adventure game, and story game needs environments. If you're good at creating cities, forests, castles, futuristic buildings, or realistic interiors, developers are looking for people exactly like you. The same applies to 3D modeling. Accessories, weapons, furniture, vehicles, pets, decorations, all of these need artists behind them. The more polished your portfolio becomes, the easier it becomes to attract clients. Another opportunity comes from commissions. Even smaller Roblox creators need icons, thumbnails, promotional artwork, game logos, and social media graphics. If you're skilled with digital art, this becomes another income source connected to Roblox without ever touching scripting. Your creativity becomes the product. One thing you'll notice across every successful creator is consistency. Most of them didn't upload one game and disappear. They kept improving. They listened to player feedback. They patched bugs. They added content. They learned new skills. Success on Roblox usually looks slow from the inside and fast from the outside. Players only notice you after months or years of work. They don't see the dozens of failed projects that came first. That's normal. Failure isn't evidence you're bad. It's evidence you're learning. Let's talk about game ideas, because this is another area where beginners struggle. Everyone wants the next massive simulator or survival game. The problem is they try copying the biggest titles exactly. If the top game already has millions of players, competing head-on isn't the smartest move. Instead, combine ideas, mix genres, improve existing mechanics. Ask yourself what players complain about in similar games. Then solve those problems. Sometimes your competitive advantage isn't creating something completely original. It's making something familiar but better. Updates also matter more than launches. Many creators spend 6 months making the perfect release, then never update again. Meanwhile, another developer releases a smaller project and updates every single week. Guess which one keeps growing? Roblox rewards activity. Players return when they know something new is waiting. Even small updates create excitement. New pets, new maps, new quests, new events, new rewards. Every update becomes another reason for players to come back. Marketing matters too. Creating a good game isn't enough if nobody knows it exists. You need attractive thumbnails, engaging icons, clear descriptions, social media promotion, YouTube videos, TikTok clips, Discord communities, and word of mouth. Sometimes two games are equally fun, but one grows much faster simply because its presentation is better. First impressions matter. Your game's thumbnail is often competing against dozens of others on the same screen. Make people curious enough to click. Retention starts before the game even loads. Once players join, your first 5 minutes matter more than your first 5 hours. If players get confused immediately, they'll leave. Tutorials should feel natural. Menus should be easy to understand. Rewards should arrive quickly enough to keep players interested. Every extra minute somebody stays increases the chance they'll become a long-term player. Now let's talk about Robux, because earning Robux isn't exactly the same as earning cash. Robux becomes real money through Roblox's developer exchange program, often called DevEx. Eligible creators who meet Roblox's requirements can exchange earned Robux for real currency. That means your Robux balance isn't simply numbers on a screen anymore. It represents income generated through your creations. But remember, DevEx has requirements, and not every Robux source qualifies equally, so always read Roblox's official guidelines before making plans around it. Another mistake people make is spending every Robux they earn. If you're treating Roblox like a business, reinvest some of your earnings. Pay artists, hire programmers, advertise your game, upgrade assets. Better quality often produces better results. Businesses grow because they invest back into themselves instead of immediately taking every dollar as profit. Teamwork also speeds things up. You don't have to do everything yourself. Maybe you're an excellent builder, but a terrible programmer. Find someone who complements your strengths. Maybe you're amazing at marketing, but struggle with design. Build a team. Plenty of successful Roblox studios started with 2 or 3 friends sharing responsibilities instead of one person trying to master everything. Time management is another hidden advantage. Don't spend 10 hours tweaking a tiny detail nobody notices while ignoring bugs players complain about every day. Focus on improvements with the biggest impact. Listen to analytics. Watch where players leave. Study session length. Learn what keeps people engaged. Data beats guessing. The creators earning consistent money aren't relying on luck. They're paying attention to patterns. Another overlooked opportunity is events. Holiday updates, seasonal themes, Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, summer events, school holidays. These periods often bring increased player activity. Games that prepare for these moments tend to perform better because they're giving returning players something fresh to experience. Community matters too. Reply to feedback. Listen respectfully. Thank players for reporting bugs. Create polls. Let your audience vote on upcoming features. Players enjoy feeling involved. When people believe their opinions shape the game's future, they're more likely to stick around. One loyal community often outperforms thousands of inactive players. Let's clear up one myth before finishing. There is no guaranteed way to become rich on Roblox overnight. Anyone promising instant success usually wants your money more than they want your success. Real creators build skills first, then income follows. Learn scripting, learn design, learn marketing, learn storytelling, learn user experience. Every new skill increases your value. Even if one project fails, those skills stay with you. Eventually they combine into something bigger. That's the real advantage. Roblox isn't only a game. For thousands of people, it's a platform for learning business, programming, art, teamwork, marketing, and entrepreneurship all at once. Even if your first game earns 0 Robux, you've still built experience that carries into the next project. The people making the most money today usually have one thing in common. They didn't quit after the first disappointment. They kept improving until the results finally matched the effort. So if you're serious about making money on Roblox, stop searching for secret tricks. There aren't any. Build something players enjoy. Keep improving it. Learn from every update. Promote your work consistently. Solve problems better than yesterday. Treat your projects like a long-term investment instead of a lottery ticket. The platform is full of opportunities, but opportunities only reward people who keep showing up. Whether you decide to become a game developer, a builder, a scripter, a 3D artist, a thumbnail designer, a UI creator, or a UGC designer, every path begins with the same first step. Start building. Your first creation won't be perfect. Your second probably won't be either. But every project teaches something new, and over time those lessons become the difference between someone who keeps dreaming about earning money on Roblox and someone who logs in one day, checks their earnings, and realizes those hours of learning have finally turned into something real.